We're back at Dining with Greatness. We're at Granville Inn in Old Louisville. I'm with Dumstorf. This is our second segment with him. This is something we don't necessarily do with everybody, but he's got so much material. We kind of felt like we needed, we didn't want to constrict it to just one segment. So we talked a little bit about your travels and where all you get to go and everything. You go to the Final Four every year as part of this, right?
Haven't missed the Final Four. Been every year but 2 years since 1985.
This year's Final Four was in Houston, Texas.
A great Final Four.
And forget about the basketball. It was a parade of big names and celebrities. Tell us a little bit about some of the people you were rubbing
Before we
on.
go into them, one of the great things about going to Houston at that point in the year, March, are the crawfish. And on Sunday, we put on a crawfish feast.
Oh yeah? Who all was this?
One of my buddies from Mississippi, deep in the heart of the South.
Again, we're big in Mississippi.
He and I did 25 pounds of crawfish on Sunday at 2 different locales. And you can put away the beer when you're eating the crawfish. But getting back to the Brush with Greatness, I mean, Saturday and Monday, it was just a cavalcade of stars. I mean, Saturday during halftime of the first game, I had a chance to meet Charles Barkley, former First President George Bush,
George H.W.
George H.W. and the current Vice President of the United States, who approached us and said, "Hey, you tell Obama I made better picks than him."
Well, and it's also my understanding that Joe is a big fan of the show.
Well,
I think they were all talking
Joe
about
Biden's wife, Joe Biden was a huge conservative fan with law school. His wife was a Villanova guy, but he wanted to let you know that he picked Villanova.
But they were undoubtedly talking about that. They were talking about Dining with Greatness.
I just wasn't really sure which one was a better meat at that point in time. In a span of 10 minutes to shake 3 of those celebrities' hands.
What kind of shake did HW have?
I had met him before at the PGA when he was here in Louisville. Nice guy. He's a little bit long in the tooth now. He had a little popcorn drool coming out of his mouth. But he was down low, some good seats, probably with some grandkids of his. Just an all-around good fan. On Monday, I ran into Michael Jordan and Ahmad Rashad. Now that is
I think I'd rather meet HW.
well, that just shows you. It just shows you who we were able to run into.
Yeah.
Not to mention earlier in the day when we ran into former NBA and Philadelphia Sixer great legend Allen Iverson.
Yeah, and they all like spending time with you because I think they know, hey, this is a guy who knows how to make money. He knows the marketing game.
And the answer's in a little bit of financial strength.
Yeah, you gave him some pointers, I know. Let's talk about giving people pointers. You have always been extremely gracious with spending time with people, explaining your philosophies on making money, and do you ever marvel at how some people aren't receptive to it?
It's just unfortunate that some people just don't take the right advice until it's too late.
Yeah.
We have a couple people that we've tried to coddle along. One, Lori Cordy, for example, who we've tried to steer in the right direction.
Who incidentally, we think we're going to have on for episode 8.
Just an all-around nice person. Sometimes she just is a little bit too late and slow in getting to what we want to do. And a lot of people aren't. They're not allowed or not wanting to take that risk right away.
I mean, you're trying to help me.
You gotta just take the dice. In my philosophy in life, just take those dice and throw them down the table.
And the will of the people in Mississippi.
More success now than you know what to do with. That wasn't always the case. Can you talk about the one time that maybe you had a little professional and occupational misfortune right when you were out of college?
Well, it wasn't necessarily when I was out of college. In college, I had a little run-in with Eddie Sutton at Kentucky. They didn't like the fact that I was a big fan of the University of Louisville and Kenny Klein. So they decided to let me go. Leonard Hamilton and I, we didn't really see eye to eye at the time.
Now, it's my
I didn't see
understanding.
Leonard Hamilton this year at the Final Four, talked with him. Nice guy.
It's water under the bridge.
It's long gone with him.
But it's my understanding somewhere in a microfilm on the University of Kentucky campus, there's a termination sheet for you saying you were fired from the University of Kentucky Athletic Department. What was the reason?
Well, I was fired because I was a U of L fan.
And it says that on this sheet.
It says that on the sheet. And my boss at the time, Russell Rice, who's long passed, God rest his soul, he said, you know, we got to let you go. It's just like if you work for Pepsi and you drink Coke. You just can't do it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the way it was. Even when I was a student. High grades all the way around. I was one of the best workers they had. But they had to let me go because I didn't cheer.
I was familiar with your work. It was absolutely top notch. But wow, and this is all documented in Sports Illustrated.
Oh yeah, they went in every national publication. They taught me well. They taught me how to publicize myself.
Are you ready for the machine gun round?
I'm ready.
Okay, now these are quick, rapid-fire questions, and we need quick, rapid-fire answers. Are you ready for this?
Let's go.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a dancer are you?
Oh, I'm above the chart. I'm at 11.
Do you play a musical instrument?
No.
Why? Why,
It's
bro?
too
Why?
long. It's too long for me to get into. I was the fourth of 6 children. My 3 young brothers and sisters all learned the piano. When it came to that point in time, Mom and Dad just didn't take me lessons. I never picked it up since.
If you could play a musical instrument at this point, what would you play?
No, first you'd have to start out on the guitar.
Okay. Who is your greatest professional influence?
As far as who have I professionally influenced has gone on to great success.
No. Who has influenced you the most?
No, I'd
From a
have to
business
say,
perspective.
you know, I'd have to say the one great Steve Levy.
Yeah. He's got a very interesting show himself, and I would have guessed that.
I mean, when when you're able to leave it with Levy.
Can you do this? It's better than most people do the first time. So yeah, that's good. That's good. When was the last time you clotheslined somebody?
You know, the only time that really been documented a clothesline, it wasn't really a clothesline. Years ago, we were in Nashville. We checked Dan Boyle into the boards.
Yeah. He was whimpering around about it too. And you know what? He's another person who
He's a Minnesota fan.
we've tried to help, but he has been not receptive at all to our teachings. What's the first concert you ever saw?
Rolling Stones.
How committed are you to world peace?
You know, if there's financial backing in it, I'm into it.
What animal are you most afraid of?
I'd probably say the mongoose.
Mongoose. Didn't see that one coming. Well, there you have it, folks. I hope this has been perhaps our most anticipated interview of the series, and I hope it's provided all the excitement you were expecting. I know I found it incredibly enlightening. I hope you have too. I don't know who we're going to have next time, but we'll see you next time on Dynamic.
And we're going to get another one on later on in the summer, so keep watching. We're going to do one poolside, Chris and I, topless.
That's not going to help us get viewers. See you next time.